So howdy lads, what I'm making today is a ram's head poker, so follow along, yeah? So here I am again, Bunratty, and what I'm doing now is drawing out the point that will become the horns of the ram's head. I'm doing this now because the horns will be very hard to do later. We do the horns now and split them apart because it will be very hard to get access in with the chisel later. So this is what I'm doing now. So using my chisel to split apart the horns and get the shape that I want. I'm using the cutting table of the anvil here so I don't damage the working face. So now that I have the horns split apart, I'm now bending over the face of the ram. So I'm using the edge of the anvil to set the bend. I'm being very careful not to overheat the horns and the ears that I made. So now I'm bending it over fully so I can get them prepared for the next step of welding. Now this is a pretty simple weld. All you have to really be mindful of is not getting the horns too hot. You only want to weld the face of the ram. I'm just using the last bit of this heat to close up the face of the ram. Nearly there. I really should have just probably put it back in the fire, finished it up. I didn't want too much scale to build up. So now for my favourite part, the fire weld. Get it really nice and hot, slightly too hot there, lots of sparks, but the weld is taking. Drawing this out at this high heat, really fusing it. I don't really want to heat it more than once or twice. So now I'm just forging out the shape of the face and getting those facets in place. Taken well, and just continue on, slowly bringing out the jawline and the mouth. So now I have to bring this ram's head to life. So I'm sticking the piece into my vise, and this vise is actually loose, but it is doing the job well enough for me at the moment. I'm getting my hammer and flattening out the face slightly, and then after that I'll bring my chisel and my punch to really get into the details of the face. I'm bringing my chisel in and I'm setting the mouth of this handsome chap. Really trying to drive it in deep so it has a nice big open mouth. So now I'm using my nice round eye punch and setting in this chap's eyes. You can start seeing the face now. Isn't he looking birdie? So lads, I hope the wait was worth it. Here's the finished piece. Isn't he handsome? Now this was part of a poker that I did. I think it turned out fairly well. Thanks for watching the video guys, and I hope you enjoyed the process.